coming up in this read. They're wanting your forgiveness. They've realized that they've made a horrible, horrible mistake. Hi Twin Flames, so let's do your energy check for the month of September 2022. As always, any important information that you need, you can find it all in my pinned comment below and in my description box below. I highly encourage everybody to read my pinned comment because there is a lot of misinformation out there about what twin flames are and what they're not, and hopefully I can help to dispel a few of those myths and discourage some of you from pursuing an unhealthy relationship with a narcissistic individual. Okay, so we are going to find out what's going on in your energy. Has the energy changed? What's going on for you? What's going on for your person? Also, I do ask for everybody to please respect the tarot, okay? And you have to approach it with patience, an open mind, and without expectations, all right? You're not going to get instant answers. Tarot takes time, okay? It really does take time. So patience is required. Right, not gender specific, not zodiac specific, none of that, okay? Right, so you've got the Lady, strength, dignity and patience, the Rat, growth, personal wealth and complacency, the Toad, self-worth, hidden beauty and self-respect, and the Cat. A lot of animals, mystery, magic and luck. So this is actually 3 different decks that I've combined into one deck, and all of the cards are like completely different. So this is really unusual that you're getting all of this animalistic symbology that's coming out. So some of you could be really connected to animals. You could be working with animals, you could be adopting animals, you could be a veterinary nurse or a veterinary surgeon or something. There's a very, very close connection to specifically to animals. You could be having a lot of dreams at the moment about different animals and looking up the meaning of these animals that you're seeing in your dreams. Like some of you have been seeing rats, toads and cats all at different times in different dreams, and looking up the meanings of each of all these. It indicates that basically you're very spiritually attuned, and you're soaking in a lot of information all of the time, like information that normally people would just either ignore, not realize, or just take for granted. So yeah, very, very tuned in. What's at the bottom of the deck? The mistletoe, affection, romance and romantic surprise. Kissing under the mistletoe, right? Okay, so with this, I would say that a lot of yous have gone through, I feel that you're coming out the other side of the dark night of the soul, because we do have self-worth and self-respect here. That there are indications of an ego death, which a dark night of the soul would do. So it's like, and the Toad can be really cleansing as well. So it's like you've gotten rid of quite a few things that were not aligning with you. That could be people, places, things, ways of thinking. Take it as it resonates, but you've been going through this cleansing process and definitely getting rid of stuff that is just basically taking up room, getting rid of stuff that doesn't belong, saying goodbye to friendships that you've recognized were fake, no longer ignoring the warnings that, like, if the rat was in reverse, that would be that you're still in danger, but the rat is upright. So you're no longer ignoring the warnings, the red flags. Like, you're seeing shit for how it really is. You're seeing people for how they really are, rather than what you wish that it was, or what you wish that they could be. Like, you're not fucking around with this energy. You're really, really not. You've got the Hound under there. Loyalty, faithfulness and companionship. Yeah, another animal. Yeah. You've been working on misplaced loyalties. And you're no longer loyal to those who are not loyal to you. You're no longer trying to impress anybody as well. So it's like in the past, you might have surrendered pieces of yourself in favor of impressing someone else. But you're not doing that anymore, because that was attracting the wrong type of people into your sphere of influence. And it was just a mess. Like, something was a mess, and you've been clearing house, like literally straight up clearing house. You could be this lady. You don't have to be. If you're a masculine, you could just be leaning more into your internal divine feminine energy. Okay, which is about that nurturing, self-nurture, recognizing your true beauty and strength. Something about this complacency, though, I keep getting pulled back into that complacency. It's almost as if you recognized where people were taking you for granted. People were being complacent with you. Like, they just assumed that you would always be around. They just assumed that you would always be available as well. And that's not the case at all. Now you've got something coming in here with this mistletoe: affection, romance and romantic surprise. And it's really beautiful because it's next to the black cat: mystery, magic and luck. So something in your love life is about to take a turn, a really positive turn. It almost feels magical. It feels directed in a lot of ways. It's going to be an interesting one to watch. Let's take a look. Let's pull some more cards and tell us more about this energy, please, for the Twin Flame Collective. 1 for 1. And tell us more about this, please. Okay. Hope, joy, happiness. Yeah. So that would come under the lady. You have a newfound sense of hope. You've recognized, with that being a nurturing energy, you've recognized that you give yourself hope. Now, you've also given someone else hope as well, Twin Flames. Someone has a very positive outlook on the situation with you. Now, underneath the rat, you've got self-employed. I know it's misspelt. There's an O missing. And partnership. Okay, these ones definitely want to come out. Okay, it's good news. Reunion. So these are bonus messages. There's something bigger and better. Big happy changes. Clown. Someone was acting a fool. Someone was being a clown. It's whoever it was that was being complacent. They now feel like an absolute idiot. So Twin Flames, the complacent individual assumed, as I said, that you were always going to be available to them, and you're not. They've recognized. I'm getting the word folly. I never use that word. They're recognizing the folly of their ways. They thought the grass was greener on the other side, and now it's like they're dealing with a situation of their own doing, which involves not having you around. So yeah, they have to deal with their own mess. I'm not going to look too much into that, because I feel that it's like, it is an important message, but it feels like it's a side message, because it doesn't feel like it's connected to your twin flame situation. Okay, it's basically someone was treating you like shit, like a piece of dirt. They made you feel that way about yourself, and now you have awoken to realize that actually you're not the one that's a piece of shit at all, because you've recognized your worth and your value. You've recognized that the ways in which they tried to make you feel shitty about yourself, and you've done away with them, and you've done away with that. So that's why you're seeing this change now in the energy. Be patient, not the right time. Okay, so it's like the Hanged Man. You see that? So someone is trying to rush something, okay, and they're coming up against a lot of resistance from yourself, because there's still this sensitivity that you're dealing with, even though you've come out a lot stronger from a really crappy situation. You're still dealing with that sensitivity, right? Self-employed and partnership, growth and personal wealth. I mean, yeah, some of you could be self-employed, some of you could be focused on your business. For those of you where that's not resonating, then it's indicating that someone is wanting to work with you, someone's wanting to grow with you, that they feel that with that personal wealth, you've improved their life. And that does feel like your twin flame counterpart's energy. It feels like this individual is grateful for having met you. They're grateful for the I want to say lessons. I don't like using that word, because sometimes it can come across as being quite patronizing, but someone's definitely grateful for the lessons that you have introduced into their life. They're told good news and positive outcome. Yeah, like how much more positivity are you wanting in this read? Like, really, you've got it there. You've got it there. I mean, that's positive, and that's positive as well. So it all looks really, really good. Your self-worth and your self-respect with this toad vibe has really set the tone for what it is that you're gonna welcome into your life, right? This also feels like a message as well, because it's come out right next to reunion and second chance. So if there was anything that went off the rails between yourself and your twin flame counterpart, it's indicating that that they are going to be sending you a message, and that there's hope. They have a lot of hope that you'll give them a second chance. So, I mean, it's up to you what you do in this situation, okay? I'm not here to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. It's completely up to you. You have free will, okay? But this is indicating that your counterpart, they do feel like they're more in this sort of positive place where you will be receptive to giving them a second chance, right? And then the mistletoe, marriage proposal, and lasting love. Yeah, that's going to be an engagement for some of you. For some of you, not all of you, okay? So again, it's like, I don't know your personal situation. All I can do is lay out pieces of the puzzle and try and make sense of it as best I can, right? Obviously, it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody, right? This energy is literally your twin flame is hoping for something romantic with you, which, as we know, not all twin flame counterparts could be or should be in a physical union with each other. Okay, oftentimes you'll find that twin flames will meet each other when they've already built up their life with someone else. Okay, so obviously that's not going to be your message. If you're one of these that's already happily married with your lifetime partner, then this isn't going to be your message. This is literally a twin flame couple who, for whatever reason, there's been very little or no communication between you. They're coming towards you in the hope that you'll be happy to see them or happy to hear from them, and they're feeling very optimistic that they can have a relationship. Very optimistic. So let's find out more. What else can you tell us, please, for the Twin Flame Collective 1-for-1? Twin Flame Collective, please. Okay, thank you. I thought there was something better, but now I see I've always had the best. Well, do you remember how we've seen that clown that thought that the grass was greener on the other side? And I says, for some of you, that just feels like a random that treated you like shit and made you feel like a piece of shit about yourself. Well, for some of you, for a tiny handful of you, that was actually your twin flame counterpart that did that to you. Because we're getting it here. That wouldn't be coming out otherwise. So for some of you, I don't know. I mean, how much time has passed since that happened? Like, has there been enough time in between for them to actually grow and mature and to become a decent human being? Just keep an open mind, because remember, any apology without change behavior is just manipulation. So you're definitely going to need to use your discernment here, because for some of you it was your twin flame that was acting like a fool, and they chose someone else over you, thinking that the grass was going to be greener, thinking that things were going to be simple over that other side of the fence. And it hasn't worked out that way at all. So this all depends on exactly how they're approaching you. They need to come at you correct. They need to be at your level. Because if they're not, you're going to know about it pretty damn soon. I mean, I could well be looking at a fantasy that your counterpart has in their head about how this is going to play out. And some of you could actually be sitting there furious about the audacity of this individual because they haven't put the work in on themselves. So again, be careful with these messages, okay? And tell us more, please. Okay, top one. I want to tell you how I truly feel. So the only way that this situation can move forward, aside from them putting the work in on themselves, of course, is for them to be honest. And I don't feel that they were being honest. I want to tell you how I truly feel. So there's definitely a conversation here that's going to take place. And it's a bit of it's coming across like it's a sore point, because I've already twigged onto that sensitivity that someone's feeling. Tell us about the toad and good news, please. Thank you. I'm in a constant battle with my mind and my heart, and I don't know if I'll ever meet your expectations. Okay. So they were feeling shitty about themselves. And what they did, they actually presented to you a lot of red flags because they were acting and behaving like a fucking narcissist. When what was actually going on was they weren't dealing with their own shit internally, and they took it out on you for whatever reason. They took it out on you. I am feeling a lot of remorse with this energy though, I will be honest with you. But again, your discernment is required, okay? There's every indication though that there is going to be a positive outcome to this. Every indication. And for some of you, not before time as well. Tell us about the cat and reunion, please. Cat and reunion for twin. Thank you. My heart and soul yearn for you. Yeah, magic. They could be trying to do some kind of candle magic. That's again, that's not going to be applicable for every single one of you, okay? But it's like they're willing to try anything and everything at this point to win you back. Like, there is nothing that this individual wouldn't try to do, and certainly candle magic. And that's not outside the realms of possibility. It really isn't. This, like, I don't like using the word desperate either, but that is also coming through. It's like they're desperate to make things right, to put things right. Absolutely desperate. So I'm not getting any ill intent from this energy at all. Like, sometimes I'll sit down and do a twin flame read and it's sus as fuck, and I will know about it straight away. But this is honestly, genuinely someone who has enough about them to introspect. So they have that ability to look at themselves and go, do you know what? I was being a little shit with that. I shouldn't have done that, and I'm truly, truly sorry for that. That's what it's coming out like, for real. The mistletoe and marriage, please. And tell us more about this. For some of you, they could have even gone as far as marrying someone else, or getting engaged to someone else. And tell us more about mistletoe and marriage proposal, please. Twin flames. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why it wouldn't go back in the deck. Did you see that resistance? Can we please forgive and forget? Wow. So yeah, they definitely put someone else as a priority. Definitely. They're wanting your forgiveness. They've realized that they've made a horrible, horrible mistake. They've realized that potentially they have effed this up, like, permanent, but they're hoping that they haven't. They're not letting go of this hope. They're not. So the questions, twin flames, that you needing to ask yourself in your own private time, right? Because this channel is all about healing, right? in your own private time, sit with this and ask yourself honestly and truthfully, how much have you healed? And then judge your person by their behavior today and how much they've healed. And that'll give you your answer. Now, I do not condone forgive and forget. Okay. That's, it opens up the door to being manipulated, right? So I would say, if you can make peace with whatever's happened, or if you feel that you've reached that place of making peace with whatever's happened in this situation, then you know that you're on the right track. Okay. Again, depends, like discernment. Okay, I will keep saying it because it's super, super important. Discernment required. Everyone's story is going to be different. This read might not even be for you. But what is it that this individual's actually done? And take it from there. Okay. Honestly, I can only read the energy for you guys. I can't tell you what you should or shouldn't do. Like, I can't do that. Because that's interfering with your own individual soul's journey. And I do not do that at all. Okay. It's just the energy that I'm reading. Your person is asking for your forgiveness. And however you feel about that, well, that's personal unto you. How you feel is how you feel. Okay? And it does feel that this individual is going to propose something to you. Quite possibly planning a romantic surprise as well, and showering you with affection, which for some of you, that could look a lot like love bombing and hoovering. Do you see what I'm saying? So, discernment, right? There are lessons I still need to go through. Yeah, I'll say. So I'm seeing the image of Temperance card in my mind's eye. Patience is going to be required, definitely. Can you tell us more about this energy, please? Can you start off with, I thought there was something better, but now I see I've always had the best. Can you tell us more about the grass greener on the other side for our twin flames, please? Thank you. Top one, a 2 of coins, yeah. Yeah, the juggler. Couldn't make up their mind between multiple people, and they ended up choosing the wrong one. They probably got really carried away with the other person and thought that the other person was their true twin flame counterpart, when in actual fact they chose a false flame. I mean, that's the thing, right? Once an action has been taken, it's not like you can then take it back. So what do you do with it, you know? And tell us about, I want to tell you how I truly feel. Thank you. 6 of Wands. Yeah, they're very, very optimistic. Very optimistic. Whenever they think of you, they do a big smile. And they do have happy memories. And it's the happy memories that keep them going. Yeah. How they truly feel, you make them happy. Can you tell us about, I'm in a constant battle and I don't know if I'll ever meet your expectations, please. Thank you. Okay, that's off balance. Whatever this is, it's off balance. The Wheel of the Year, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So for all of their optimism, they're still very, very worried. Really worried, because it came out off balance. They're hoping that they're going to be good enough for you. And tell us more about my heart and soul yearn. Thank you. Ten of Cups, Page of Cups. There's your apology. Page of Cups. With the Ten of Cups, yeah. This person's emotions are all over the place. All over the place. And literally the only thing that they can think about is talking to you again. And actually being on good terms with you again. Being in your life again. Being your partner. For some of you, there's a message about a family situation. Now, it could be them saying, you're the one that I want a family with. Or you're the one that feels like my family, so they know full well that you're part of their soul tribe. A twin flame. Or it could be saying that it's a bit of a touchy subject, but it could also be saying that, like, that they had kids or a family elsewhere, but their heart's not in it. And I don't like messages like that, because it is a really touchy subject, but that's also what's coming out, you know. If it's not about that, then it's just literally they feel disconnected from everybody else around them, and they don't feel that they really belong where they're currently at. Like that could just literally be their social circle and their like family of origin circle type thing. Either way, this individual, they do not feel at home where they're currently at, because once you felt the power of a twin flame connection, that's it. Everything else is really weak in comparison. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, that's what's keeping them going. And yes, you do have an apology here as well. You can tell us about, can we please forgive and forget? Thank you. 5 of Wands. They're wanting you to forgive them for the drama that was caused. That they're wanting you to forgive them for basically everything. So again, like, your discernment is required here, okay? Be sensible about this, all right? Be sensible. But they definitely caused a lot of friction, either internally, externally, or both in your life. Definitely a lot of friction. And that's what they're wanting you to forgive them for. 7 of Swords. They also lied to you about something as well, which they're going to be asking you for your forgiveness for. Queen of Wands. Lied to you about another person. Yeah. There you go. Straight up. And the Fool. 9 of Coins. 5 of Cups. Yeah. The World. The Tower. Yeah. 5 of Coins. Exactly. Exactly. They fell for some kind of manipulation by someone else as well. And that's yet another thing that they're asking you for your forgiveness for. Please forgive me. I fell for the tricks and the manipulation. I was an idiot. I was a fool. I fell for it. I fell for the lies that the other person told me, and in turn I also lied to you. So that's your messages, Twin Flames. Whatever you do with it, it's personal to you, okay? What else, please, for twin flames? All I can tell you is the intent, all right? And there is good intent behind this. It's very, very deep. It's very, very meaningful. And your person's coming from a good place, twin flames, right? That's all I can tell you. Right, recognition. The divine will help you to recognize the signs and miracles. That feels more like you're now being recognized for the true powerhouse that you actually are. Trust. You need to have trust in a relationship in order for it to flourish. Indeed. Indeed. And obstacles. Look for ways around the obstacles to find happiness. So for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, again, depending on exactly who this person is and the extent of what it is that they've done to you, again, keep it in perspective and be sensible. For some of you, this relationship's getting back on track. For some of you, this relationship is going to end up in a situation where you guys are going to be married to each other. For some of yous. For some of you, the type of obstacles that you've had to face in this situation can be rectified. For some of you, right? You have a healing message, please. And this is the thing as well, you'll be able to feel when your person's lying to you. So you've also got that goes in your favour, right? A healing message for twin flames. Thank you. Sacred journey. Yeah, that's what a twin flame situation is all about. A twin flame connection is part of a sacred journey. Let's take a look. What number is that? 26. Okay. There is wisdom in knowing that even darkness serves its purpose in the growth of the soul. Okay. Darkness need not be feared, but simply understood. Darkness is a misunderstood energy which causes so much emotional distress and disharmony around the world, as it's seen as something that is separate to the universe. Most often it is seen as something that needs to be avoided and battled, but darkness too serves its purpose. Through darkness, we come to see the light that is in us. We expand our conscious understanding through first walking in the shadows of our soul. The more you ignore, push away, and avoid the darkness, then the more it is attracted to your space. It is only through love and understanding of the true nature of darkness, embracing its role and having gratitude for the lessons it teaches us, that we're able to transcend its karmic wheel. Only then do we break free from its cyclic changes that trigger the soul through its many faces and forms. Darkness is here to help us find our way back into our hearts. We're all one. We're all good. We're all evil. We're all dark. We're all light. And we're all the many other labels that mankind has used to separate this energy that is actually one. Do not fear the shadows within or outside of you, but simply observe the dance of life that is occurring all around you. See the lessons that unfold from the dark periods in your life. Understand their meaning and purpose. When you can transcend this illusion of separateness and judgment of all that is seen as dark, you transcend the illusion of suffering. The more you walk this journey with understanding and clarity, the more at peace you are with this world. You're then ready to enter the realms of higher consciousness and increase light. And it's got a positive affirmation that says, I am triumphant in knowing that even darkness serves its purpose in the fruition of the soul. And the associated chakra is a solar plexus chakra. So your solar plexus would be your third chakra, which is all about your power, vitality, your willpower, energy. It can be blocked by shame as well. So the message behind this is pertaining to when we make mistakes as people. but then it's like, be really, really careful and smart about this, okay? Because sometimes people just make mistakes. And you know what? We all make mistakes. Every single one of us. That's what the energy is telling you. But again, depending on your personal situation, story, and circumstances, how bad of a mistake did this person actually make, right? And could you imagine the situation if the shoe was on the other foot, and if you were the one that was being sort of like tempted away and manipulated away, you know, would you have been strong enough to have fought off that temptation, if you will? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I'm just going to leave that one at there, because it could end up getting really, really complicated. Just ensure, like some of you, ensure that you're not dealing with someone who's like a dangerous narcissist or that. If you're just dealing with someone who has made an honest mistake, then that's something entirely different, isn't it? So take it as it resonates, right? Anyway, those were your messages, Twin Flame Collective. I hope that it was helpful for somebody. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much to everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed and supported my channel. Thank you so much to all those who have donated to my channel as well. I honestly genuinely appreciate every single one of you. You're all fantastic. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.